Hello students, today we are going to understand the exact meaning of dissolution students. Okay, so many students are getting confused in what is dissolution, what is crystallization. So we'll try to understand the most easiest way to understand the dissolution. So first question, what do you mean by dissolution? Okay, so the act or process of dissolving. What is the first point is what student? The act or process of dissolving. Suppose you are having the solid students, it is the solid is there. Okay, this is the solid particles are there. So what is they having student? It is going in the solution and it is splitting into the part. So it is splitting into the part, distributing in the water. That is what is known as student, that is dissolution. Right student? Now see, such as a separation into components part B, okay, decay or disintegration. So that is this particle, whole particle disintegrate into a smaller particle. Death grew convinced. Okay, let's that much only. Decay or disintegration. Now what is the example of dissolution? That is, let's have a look over example. So that is dissolving salt in water is the example of dissolution of ionic compound. So you know student, salt are the crystals student. Salt are the crystals. And when it is the dissolving in water, so it's always split into the ions. Okay, so that is what is known as dissolution process student. The sodium chloride dissociate into the sodium and chloride ions when it is mixed with water. Okay, releasing the helium from the balloon, from a balloon. The atmosphere is also an example of dissolving. So what they are saying, that is sodium chloride salt dissociate into the sodium and chloride ion when mixed with the water, releasing. Okay, so that you keep in mind. Second point, releasing the helium from the balloon into the atmosphere is example of dissolution. So you can release the helium gas in the environment or burst the helium gas environment, that will become the dissolution. Next one, what happens during the dissolution? Dissolution is the process where a solute in gaseous, liquid or solid phase dissolving in solvent to form the solution. Dissolving in solvent to form a solution. So students, what we are saying, that is dissolution is the process where a solute in a gaseous, liquid or solid phase dissolve in the solvent to form the solution. This is what is the dissolution students, right? Now what they are saying, solubility is the maximum concentration of solute that can dissolve in the solvent at a given temperature. Okay, that is very important point student, that you kindly note it out. They are saying what solubility definition they have said student, that is solubility definition is what student? Solubility is the maximum concentration of solute that can dissolve in a solvent at a given temperature. At the maximum concentration of solute, the solution is said to be saturated. When solute cannot dissolve more solute, a solvent cannot dissolve more solute, that is what is known as saturated solution. What are the steps of dissolution? Firstly, separate the particle of solute to form each other. Okay, so it means that is, suppose this is the NaCl crystal is there, so you have to break it out, separate. Okay, how you have to separate? That is, you have to separate Na plus Cl minus. Okay, this is N number, this is also N number. Separate particle of solvent from each other. Solvent particle also has to be separated. And lastly, combine separated solute solvent particles to make the solution. So these are all the steps are there students, and all the possible question based on the dissolution. Thank you so much for watching friends.